Write the spelling of onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is the term for a word. Is the term for a word that sounds like what it is describing. What it is describing. Written?
Ma'am, repeat once again.
Onomatopoeia is the term for a word that sounds like what it is describing. What it is describing. For example, buzz, B-U-Z-Z, bangs, click. These all are sound words. And when sound words are used to convey the meaning in the sentence or lines, the figure of speech will be onomatopoeia. Clear?
Yes.
Next is anaphora. Hyperbole, I think we had seen yesterday. So today we will see assonance. Oh, wait, anaphora is there. Anaphora. A-N-A-P-H-O-R-A. Now write the definition of this figure of speech. Is a technique. Is a technique where several phrases. Anaphora is a technique where several phrases or verses begin with the same word, or words. Anaphora is a technique where several phrases or verses begin with the same word or words Example, I came, I saw, I concurred. I came, I saw, I concurred. This line has been taken from the famous tragedy written by William Shakespeare, Julius Caesar. I came, I saw, I concurred. I is repeated in all the words. Write in bracket Julius Caesar, Julius Caesar, Julius Caesar. I will give you only one examples. Now next is assonance. In alliteration, we have seen that repetition of same consonant sound or words, letters, that is alliteration. In assonance, opposite of alliteration it is, right? Assonance is the repetition of, vowel sounds. Vowel sounds in words that are close together. In words that are close together. Full stop. The sounds don't have to be the sounds. Vinayak is late today. The sounds don't have to be
Don't have.
to be at the beginning of the word. At the beginning of the word. Example. Therefore, write the example. Therefore, comma, all seasons shall be sweet to thee. THEE. Now tell me which letter has been repeated here.
The.
No, no, I'm asking about a letter.
S.
Ma'am,
S.
S.
S is vowel.
Ma'am, E.
E.
E. Of course, E.
E.
You people have taken so long time. Next, should I give some more example? One
Yes, ma'am.
more you can write. Oh, here old Triton. Here O, O-H-O. Here old Triton. Triton. T capital because it is a name. Blow his, B-L-O-W, blow his wreathed horn, W-R-E-A-T-H-E-D, wreathed horn, H-O-R-N.
O.
Which letter is repeated here? O.
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 Okay, okay. Now we will do euphemism. Write the spelling of this figure of speech. E-U-P-H-E-M-I-S-M. Euphemism. I will give you only one line definition. That is okay, because you had to understand the figure of speech, not to learn the definition. So try to recognize the figure of speech used in the verses, lines, or sentences. Euphemism is a mild M-I-L-D, or indirect term. Indirect term that often substitutes a harsh, blunt, B-L-U-N-T, or offensive terms, Example, see, when someone died, we used to say that he passed away. So write this, passed away. Instead of, in bracket you will write, first you write passed away. Passed away. In bracket.
He has fallen asleep, ma'am.
Huh?
He has fallen asleep.
Yeah. Instead of died. Instead of died. Now, irony we will see. This is an important figure of speech as you are coming across in your syllabus also. Write irony, I-R-O-N-Y. Irony occurs irony occurs when there is marked contrast between what is said and what is meant. In Hindi you can say it as virodhabhas. तुमने पढ़ा होगा हिंदी में भी. The students of section E, हिंदी पढ़ते हो या संस्कृत?
मैम हिंदी।
हाँ, तो हिंदी में विरोधाभास अलंकार पढ़ा है?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
नो मैम।
No, ma'am.
Okay.
नो मैम।
Irony occurs when there is a marked contrast between what is said and what is meant, or between appearance and reality. Write this also so that it will be clear more to you. Or between appearance or reality. Example. How nice. Write the example. How nice! Exclamation mark. How nice is in inverted comma also. She said, when I told her I had to work all weekend. I had to work all weekend. Suppose you had to reach somewhere at 11 o'clock and unfortunately you are late and you are reaching there at 1 o'clock and someone says that you are before time. This is an irony. This is known as a situational irony that we will see later. If that is there in your irony are of many types and some situational irony is also there. So what is said is different than what is meant. Means the person wants to tell you that you are late, but his or her way of speaking is something else. That is known as irony. Clear to you? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Metaphor we did. Oxymoron also, personification, simile. One more is there, that is synecdoche. Write this. This is also we use somewhere else. Means here in this figure of speech, we use a part of the thing to give the sense of whole. That is called synecdoche. Write S-Y, N-E-C-D-O-C-H-E. Synecdoche occurs when a part is represented by the whole. When a part is represented by the whole. W-H-O-L-E. Whole, or the whole is represented by the part. The whole is represented by the part. Wheels can, example, wheels, W-H-E-E-L-S. Wheels can represent a car. Suppose in sentence I want to use this. Suppose I say, Sahil has got on wheels. That means he has bought a car. Clear to you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Give me
Yes,
answer.
ma'am.
Otherwise, I may not be able to understand whether you have understood it or not. And writing is not so important. The more important thing is that you should understand it. So plastic can represent credit cards. Coke can represent any cola drink. Now this is your figure of speech. This has been completed now. Can you give me some example of simile? Yesterday I told you what is a simile.
Lights twinkle as stars.
Very good. Lights twinkle as stars. And metaphor?
He
So,
is brave like
Camel
a
is the
lion.
ship of desert.
camel is a ship of desert. Anybody else can add?
He is a
Rakesh
lion.
is a goat.
Rakesh is a
Goat.
Sanket is a monster.
that means he is like a monster. And yesterday I told you that all the metaphors are implied simile. So if you are using, only the words are hidden. Comparative words which we are using in simile, those words are hidden. Okay. And what is an alliteration?
Repetition of consonant sound.
Repetition of same consonant sound or letters is known as repetition. Is known as alliteration. What is personification?
To personify.
Because these are very
Non-living things
important.
compared with living.
No,
Manvikaran.
not compared. Yes, Manvikaran is there, but what is its definition in English?
Non-living things compared with the activities and qualities of living things.
How they are compared? Comparison is not there.
To
Ayush,
Mentioned as.
when we will take the qualities or emotion of human beings to talk about inanimate beings or non-living things, the figure of speech will be personification. Now give me some example of this.
Dancing leaves.
Dancing leaves. Only one you are
Flower
knowing. Pallavi, what you are saying?
Flower begged for water.
Flower begged for water. Yes. Begging is not the quality of flower. This is the quality of a human being. So it is that figure of speech. Now, what is hyperbole? Hyperbole.
Idea that is meant to be explained by making it larger.
Means to exaggerate. अतिशयोक्ति जिसे हिंदी में पढ़े होगे, अतिशयोक्ति अलंकार मीन्स किसी भी बात को कोई अगर बढ़ा चढ़ा के कहे, that is called hyperbole. Can you give any example of this? Everybody knows that. Everybody can't know anything. Only few people will know, no? But if I say everybody knows that, that means I am exaggerating. Next, irony. Just now I told you. Irony. When there is a contrast between what is said and what is meant. Here, that is called irony. Metaphor you have done. Now, onomatopoeia. When sound words are used to describe the meaning in a sentence, that is known as onomatopoeia. Suppose I say beaker. Beaker means quarrel. So this is also a sound words. Bangs, explodes, click. These all are sound words. Buzzes. A bee buzzes. So accordingly, now tell me one more device is there, that is refrain. You might have read the lesson, Northland, the legend
Ma'am,
of,
wind,
Yes, ma'am.
repetition of line.
yes, that is repetition of same line after proper interval of stanza is known as refrain. And mainly refrain are used in ballads. And that poem is the ballad. So it will be used. Now, I want to ask some question from the lesson, packing. Have you prepared? Hello? We will revise. We have time now. So we will revise this lesson. Ready with that? Okay. How many characters are there in this lesson?
Ma'am, 5.
4 characters.
4 characters or 5 characters? Name them. Name them. Who said 4 and who said 5? Tell me. Piyush?
Ma'am, first Montmorency
हाँ?
and George Harris और 2 नहीं आता है मैम.
Jerome, George, Harris, and Montmorency. Montmorency, that is the dog. So only 4 characters are there. Now, why did the narrator volunteer to do the packing? Try
And
it.
because they are going to a trip, on a trip.
No, they were going on a trip, it is correct. But why he thought that I would be able to do the packing better than these fellows?
They are very lazy.
And
Jerome was proud of his packing skills and so he offered to do the packing.
yes, very good. He was proud. He thought that he would be able to do the packing more better than those 2, Harris and George. So he decided to do the packing. How did George and Harris react to this? Did
George
Zero?
George spread himself over the easy chair and Harris cocked his leg on the table.
And smoked a cigar. So seeing them sitting like that, Jerome was irritated. What was Jerome's real intention when he offered to pack?
Jerome intended that he should boss the job and that Harris and George should patter about under my direction. He pushing them aside every now and then with, "Oh, you here, let me do it."
But what happened? They didn't help him at all. What did Harris say after the bag was shut and strapped? Why do you think he waited till then to ask?
Harris told after the bag was shut and strapped that, "Ain't you going to put the boots in?" I think he waited till then to ask because he wanted to show him that Jerome is not a good package.
Good packer. What horrible idea occurred to Jerome a little later? What he left to pack and he searched all his bag.
Jerome occurred a horrible idea a little later that had he packed his toothbrush.
Yes. His toothbrush was very important thing and he usually, sometimes he left it at home and he searched in the traveling. So he was thinking that whether he had packed his toothbrush or not, and because of this reason only, he started searching his toothbrush in the bag. And for that, he had to unpack the bag Where did Jerome finally find the toothbrush?
In his boot.
In his boot, when he was putting things into place again. Why did Jerome have to reopen the packed bag? He was of a forgetful nature.
He had packaged his spectacles in it.
Packed his tobacco pouch, na? Not the spectacles. It was the tobacco pouch. Jerome had a forgetful nature. He had to reopen the bag twice owing to that. First, he forgot to pack his boots, and next time he had to unpack again because he packed his tobacco pouch in with other things. What did Jerome and Harris offer to pack and why?
They offered to pack food basket because they want to show that they were better than Jerome in packing.
No. Jerome took much of the time in packing and there was still some stuff left because they haven't packed their hampers in which they had kept their eatables. Now some true false is also there. While packing the hamper, George and Harris do a number of foolish and funny things. Pick the statements that are true. They started with breaking a cup, whether it is right or wrong. Pay attention on my words.
Right.
Right.
Yes. They also broke a plate.
False.
No.
Not
They,
true.
yes. They squashed a tomato.
Right.
True.
They
True.
trod on the butter.
True.
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 They stepped on a banana.
Right.
False.
False.
Oh,
They put things behind them and couldn't find them.
True.
True. They stepped on things.
True.
True. They packed the pictures at the bottom and put heavy things
False.
on top. False. They upset almost everything. False.
True.
False.
False. They were very good at packing.
False.
Can we
False.
say them very good at packing? No.
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is the another lesson? I have 7 minutes time now. So I think we will see that lesson also just to give you a review. Which
Reach for the
lesson?
top.
Reach for the top.
The beggar.
The beggar. Okay. Wait. Do you have any question with that? The beggar. The beggar is there in your syllabus for Sunday test.
Yes, ma'am.
And killing of a tree. What lessons are there? Tell me. I forgot.
Beggar on killing a tree, packing.
Packing. Okay. So first is, has Lashkov become a beggar by circumstances or by choice?
By his choice, ma'am.
Circumstances.
By choice. Can you tell me the answer why?
Circumstance.
Instead of searching
By
for any job, he decided to become a beggar because he was a lazy type of person and he didn't want to work. So daily he used to make some excuses and try to befool the persons or the passers-by. What reasons does he give to Sergei for telling lies?
He told Sergei that he sang in a Russian choir and was sent away for drunkenness. But what else can he do? He can't get along without lying. No one will give him anything when he tells the truth.
Is Laskov a willing worker? Why? Then,
No.
does he agree to chop wood for Sergei?
Laskov.
ma'am.
No, he
No,
was
ma'am.
not a willing worker. Alcohol
Laskov
has,
was
He agreed to shop with Sergi because he was hungry, felt cold, and was under the influence of alcohol.
And he is ashamed and trapped in his own lies. This is also there. If
Yes, ma'am.
Sergi would not have trapped him while telling lie, then he might not have accepted the job offered by that person. What was the name of the person who offered the job to Lashkov?
Sergei.
Sergi.
Sergey.
Sergey.
Sergi says, I'm happy that my words have taken effect. Why does he say so? Is he right in saying this?
Not, he was not right.
Sergei, no.
Quite
Sergei.
right.
He met Laskov for the first time. He was reluctant to work and gradually he took.
Reluctant to work. Yes. And next.
He is right in saying so because if he had not offered him work, Laskov would still be begging in the street.
And he will tell lie to many passers-by who came to the streets. And sometimes, what were the excuses? This is only understanding-based question. What were the excuses he made to Sergi? The first
he
day
said,
and the next
he was
day.
a student of a school and was expelled. Second, he was the teacher of a village school and was trapped in the village. Sorry,
He was sent it out or sacked back from his job. Okay. So one more lesson is there on coming Thursday. Which thing you want to read? Whether you want to read grammar or literature. I think we will continue with grammar because in grammar we have